Hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm going to do a review on two popular machetes, 18-inch versions. The Ontario military machete, 1/8 inch thick, 18-inch blade, and like a plastic handle, polymer handle, and the Tramontina 18-inch blade. Same length all the way through with the handle, 24 inches. This one has a wood handle, and this one's made in Brazil. It's 1/16 of an inch thick on the steel. It's 1070 carbon. This Ontario one is 1090 carbon. So there's a couple different differences. This is cheap, you know. I found this online at $7.50 before shipping. This one is about I think it was 25 bucks before shipping. So pretty big difference there. You know, you can get 3 of these for the cost of this. So is it worth it to get this one? Let's go over some of the major differences. This has a black coating from the factory, and it's been pretty durable. For this test, let me just clarify what I did. Both of them are convexed all the way through. Both of them have a Scandi section right here. This has a Scandi right here. They're both extremely sharp, razor sharp, so I wanted to get them both equal before we started doing the test. So I'm going to go over a few points that I think they compare at, and see who comes out on top, because I had these questions when I first bought them. Which one should I get? So let's start with the Ontario, as I was going to do. So it comes with a black coating on it, sort of protects it from the bush elements a bit. I mean, I've heard that it'll wear off over time. I've sort of done some work on it already, and it's worn off a bit, but I think it'll be pretty durable for the most part. The Tramontina comes with a bit of a coating from the factory to prevent rust during shipment, but it easily comes off with any work that you do on it. So I give that win to the Ontario for more preventative rust, more rust preventative to the Ontario. Let's go to the handle. Okay, both of them sort of require modification to be extremely comfortable. The handle on this one sticks up a bit from the tang. They're both full tang, by the way, and I haven't experienced any discomfort with it when I'm working with it, but some people have. It's a bit square, and it has more room for your hand. From this section to this section here, there's just more room, and I prefer it, to be honest. The Tramontina, it's nice wood. You know, I oiled it, and I put some beeswax on it to make sure it survives the elements. But it's a bit thinner of a profile between the top and the bottom. So if you have bigger hands, you're going to need to modify it to get it really comfortable. And also this tip here, which I'm going to round off, it becomes extremely uncomfortable on the base of my hand when I'm doing light work, like light brush, branches and stuff like that. So I'm going to give the handle win actually to the Ontario as well. Some people may disagree with that, but for me it's just more comfortable. It's bigger, more distance between the top and the bottom. I don't feel like I'm cramped in there on my fingers. So but it does need some rounding that I haven't done yet with sandpaper. Easy enough to do. Plenty of videos on the internet, on YouTube, that can help you with that. So let's get to the cutting and see how it performs. Alright, so we're going to do some batoning with both of them. I sort of have my suspicions as who's going to win this one already, but let's check it out and see how she goes. I have a couple pieces of maple, pretty equal in size, and let's get going. Let's do the Ontario first. See how it goes. We're just going to go straight down the middle for this one. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. I haven't done any batoning with these at all. Sure, if I hit it hard enough, it would split it with these smaller pieces. Let's try it out so we don't mess it up. There you go. Pretty good at splitting. I think the 1/8 inch thickness really helps with that. Let's try the Tramontina. Sort of went with the grain on that one, I think. So let's do that with this one as well. The 16th inch thickness doesn't really help in this situation. But I mean, it's actually not doing that bad. This isn't that big of wood either. These pieces are quite small. I don't have anything bigger to test on. The Ontario splits better. I suspected that because it's thicker. Makes sense to me. Let's see if I can split this one in one shot. So there you go. Batoning win goes to the Ontario. Let's do some chopping. I got a piece of dead birch here that fell from a tree, and I don't know how thick it is, maybe 3 inches, 4 inches. I've already done chopping on it a while ago with the Ontario, but nothing with testing. So I have a good section here. Let me just clean off this branch. Well, let's clean up these branches and see how they do. That would have been one shot if I hit it right. It's Ontario. Let's try the Tramontina. I mean, this something like this is, both of them will excel at it. One hit with both of them. These were, I don't know, maybe an inch or so, 3/4 of an inch actually. We'll go back to the Ontario here. Alright. I don't really have the greatest setup here. Pretty good chunks flying out. Split it. It's the Ontario. Let's try the Tramontina. This is pretty dry wood. It's not wet at all. Actually, it's a bit wet in the middle. So not completely dead. Not completely dry. I would say 75% wet. So here we go with the Tramontina. It's going to be a little harder. I want to be safe, so I don't want to hit it on a knot either. Let's see if there's a better spot on this. Yeah. No, not really. Well, let's see what we can do here. Both of them are taking pretty good chunks out. I can definitely feel more flexibility coming from this one since it's so thin. I don't know. I think the Ontario is a bit better of a chopper. I had it more stable there as well. Let me try something else here. The Tramontina. This piece is a bit longer, so let's just see how it bites for a bit. Put it off on the side like I had the other one. Just hold it there. Ontario. Just want to be fair to them both. It goes to the Ontario. It's just biting deeper. More heft, more power behind it. This one is forgot to give the weight specs. It's 1.7 ounces. Sorry, 20. It's not right. 1.7 pounds. I believe the Tramontina is around a pound or so. I'll put it up on the video when I find it out. So big difference in weight there for the thicker wood. But the Ontario is definitely chopping better for me. It's just my experience. Let's go to some brush clearing and see how it does with that. Alright, so let's say you got lots of brush on your property, vines and just thinner stuff that's not 2 inches thick wood. Maybe that's why you're buying your machete. So let's do a test on it and see how it performs. Let's do the Ontario first, and yeah. I'm going to do it this way. I haven't done a lot of this, so I'm just trying to be safe. It kind of bounces off the branch sometimes. Let's move to the Tramontina. I know the winner of this particular test because I've already cleared quite a bit of brush in the front, and it wasn't really a contest. So doing this kind of work is where the Tramontina point really sort of just digs into the palm of my hand. and causes some discomfort for me. So you can probably guess which one I'm going to pick for this type of work, and that would be the Tramontina. It's lighter, doesn't fatigue you as much, and it bites into the little branches better because you can get more speed on it. Just cuts right through them like butter. So there you have it. Hey guys, so we've done the 3 tests that I wanted to do. Just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to do with them. They're both good at what they do. You know, the Tramontina, it's really good at the small brush type stuff. The Ontario is a bit heavier, heavier. It's I think it's 0.7 of a pound heavier. I don't know if my memory serves me correct. It's good for chopping, you know. It's not as good as the thin leaves and the thin brush. I wouldn't recommend it for that. It's hard to use it for that. Your arm gets tired. It's hard to get a good swing at it when you're using it for that purpose. That's where I'd recommend the Tramontina. So 1095 carbon steel, made in the US, 30 bucks with shipping. Comes with a black coating on it to prevent rust. 1/8 inch thick. Tramontina, made in Brazil, 1070 carbon steel. 1/16 inch thick. You can get 3 of these, including shipping, for the price of 1 of these. So I just actually recommend to get them both. They're both super cheap. Can't go wrong. All you need is a file, some sandpaper to convex the edge, and you can have a deadly sharp yard tool if that's what you're looking for. And yeah, just trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. If I had to choose a winner, I mean, it's tough to choose a winner for something like this. I'm not going to choose one because they're so different, to be honest. The thickness really makes the difference in them. If I was to get just one, I would probably get the Ontario, if I had to choose one only. It can chop really good. It can still do the light brush work. It's a bit more difficult to do it, but it can still do it. Whereas the Tramontina, it doesn't chop as well. I'd rather have a better chopper than something that's not as good as chopping. So if you're gonna go camping for splitting wood or whatever, definitely the Ontario. It's made in America. It's good to support a North American company, and at least this Tramontina is made in Brazil and not in China, so that's good. Get them both. That's what my recommendation is. Till next time, see you guys later.